can you be a family-centered business professional or entrepreneur? Do you feel like you need to compromise both? I don't know about you, but when I feel like I need to be one or the other, I get grouchy, I get frustrated. I also find myself thinking about living for tomorrow as opposed to living in the present. And inevitably, I feel like I'm not living in either world to the best of my abilities or enjoying it. So I want to consider the possibility with you that in fact we can be family centered and still love our career and contribute hugely. Or if you're a business owner, that you can balance family and business. And there are many people that I have a privilege of working with that have been able to delicately navigate this balance. And it takes practice. I'm going to share with you some of these strategies. The first thing that I noticed that's different is that they're extremely clear on what their perfect day is and that they've worked very hard to make it happen. One of the leaders that I'm working with owns a very successful business, multiple locations, and it's hugely not only profitable, but it gives a lot back to the community. And one of the things that he talks about is he maps out his week before he even begins it. And so he knows in his perfect day, running is right in the middle of it. So that's what he puts in first, and people have to work around that. He's still able to run a successful business, and yet there's no harm in being able to put in and prioritize what you most want and need. Have you done that work yet? Have you mapped out what a perfect day looks like from the beginning, from when you wake up right till when you go to bed? And how much does your current day look like compared to your perfect day? The second thing that people do is they scale back 10%. In my last corporate job, when I was looking at how I was not feeling like I was competently giving what I needed to with my family, as well as giving what I needed at work, my business mentor said, "What can you cut back 10%?" And of course, my answer was, "Well, nothing. I actually need to do more, and I just don't have time to do more." And she said, "Well, I don't believe it. I believe strongly that you could cut back 10%. And I know this because if all of a sudden you got sick, you would have to. If all of a sudden your kids got sick, your mom got sick, you would. You'd be motivated to figure it out. Find 10% of your time. Take it back as if you've already reached that crisis point. Otherwise, you're going to get yourself there and you don't want to have to be reactionary." And she was right. I was able to notice that there were things that I was prioritizing and deciding to do that when I pulled back on it, nobody missed it. And I was clear with my boss that that's what I was doing. And certainly in my business now, I'm very conscious about the things that I do with my time as a result of that exercise. Number 3, delegate. As soon as you can afford to hire somebody to do some of the things that you don't have to do, then do it, business owners. And for those of you working in organizations, you don't probably have to be on top of as many things as you're on top of. No matter what your role is in the organization, I bet you can share the load. Number 4 is that you schedule the most important things in first. I gave you the example of one of my clients and how running is one of the most important things in his life. And for somebody else, it might be family time, that you're there waking up with them and you're getting them on the bus before school. Great. How do you need to build in the most important things? And similarly with work, if one of the most important things is that you're there at your annual meeting, great, build it in and figure out how to work family and other obligations around so that you can make that event a priority. And finally, number 5 is that the people who manage to rock the balance of family and work is that they know their top 3 most important priorities. So when we look at the book, The Discipline of Execution, it shows us very clearly that as soon as we have more than 3 priority tasks, then we dilute our effectiveness. And I'll tell you, in times when I've let my business go and I've just got too many things on the go, I feel frazzled, I feel distracted, I feel stressed, I'm not productive, and certainly it eats into my family time. Not just physical time, but mental focus and energy. So prioritizing the 3 most important things not only allows you to be focused on them, but it also allows you to be healthier and frankly, a more effective performer anyway. I hope you found these things helpful. And if you want to explore more about how you can balance family and work, I am going to encourage you to jump into my calendar. Let's have a quick 15-minute chat. Maybe I can help you a little bit in finding that, not balance, I think balance is a bit of a misnomer, but find the right combination that works with you. My name's Sarah McVannell. Be well and be great.